So, I want to talk about Japanese dialects in this video because I think Japanese dialects are different from what it's like in a country. I'm thinking about America, for example. So, I think in America at least, dialects is matter of accents, I think. Like British English and American English are different. So they are a matter of accents, but there still are a difference between grammar, words, expressions. But I think most of the time, or mostly, it's a matter of accents. Limiting it in America, let's say. Okay, like I think there also exists like black African American accent, Spanish accent, Mexican accent, American accent, European accent, Italian, French, Spanish, whatever accent, but it's I think accents. However, in Japan, dialects is not a matter of accents. Sometimes it's of accents, but most of the time it's not. But by the way, in Japanese, dialects is hogen, hogen. Just for your info. So how Japanese hogen, I mean dialects, hogen, whichever, is different is, let's say, right, because I'm from Tokyo, I live in Tokyo, my Japanese is not dialected. It doesn't have any strong accent. Well, I can still say but that I have Tokyo accent or Tokyo Japanese. However, it's what's said called common Japanese, Hyojungo. Yeah, so if you're learning Japanese from me, you won't have rural or regional accents. Like if you go to Osaka or if you go to Fukuoka to learn Japanese. So don't worry, you won't have strange accents or strange words. So let's say I just googled hogen, and this is showing how each word means different in other prefectures. So for example, isogashi in Tokyo Japanese or in the common Japanese means busy. Isogashi, busy. But this site is showing, I might be wrong about the pronunciation or accents, but as a word. Yeah, in Hokkaido it's same, isogashi. Isogashi no isogashi. Hokkaido isogashi. Aomori, it's sewashi. Yeah, I can still understand if somebody says sewashi. We sometimes say sewashi. Aomori isogashi, same. And Akita, sezurane, sewashine. I'm sure if Akita people say it's more like sezurane or sewashine, something. I can't recognize it, I think. Akita. Esogashi. And in Ibaraki it's same, isogashi. In Yamanashi it says yasettai. What? I don't understand it. So how Japanese dialects are different from, let's say, American dialects. It almost seems like each certain region has different set of words. So it's because it's not only accents problem. So I wouldn't understand if I go to, for example, Aomori, this northeast region, or to Fukuoka, for example, Kyushu, this Kyushu area. If they speak with their own hogen, I wouldn't understand it, I believe. I won't. Especially those northwest region, they have strong hogen. And even when they speak in common Japanese, they have strong accent. I mean, strong Hogan-ish sound. So I didn't understand it, I think. Right, another word. Kusuguttai. Ichi means some ichi. Kusuguttai. It's a kusuguttai in common Japanese, but in Hokkaido it's kosobayui. Yeah, I understand it. Kosobayui. It makes sense to me. In Aomori, mochokoi. Mochokoi. I wouldn't understand it. No, it doesn't sound kusuguttai. And in Aomori, another option is mochokochoi. Mochokochoi. Mochokuste. I'm laughing, but I'm not making fun of them. But I just don't understand. Kochoguttai. Gochogatte in Akita. In Iwate, gochogashi. In Gunma, moguttai. In Yamanashi, Momochi. This sounds pretty cute. Momochi. And right, so another word, furui, old. In Toyama, it's uzoi, ozoi, furushi. And in Okayama, what's sawaru, touch, in common Japanese. In Toyama, irau. Megeru. And what means break or broken? In common Japanese, it's kowareru, but in Okayama, it's megeru. Megeru means different in common Japanese. Megeru, it's like depressed. When you are doing something and it's really hard to do it, you're like, oh my god, I can't do this. Megeru. Well, this is interesting. I would never understand them if I hear them. And my grandmother is from Tochigi Prefecture, and she tells me about Tochigi dialects sometimes. And when we have rice, gohan, and when it's hard, as it's being cold, we say katai, like hard, katai. Well, I'm not sure which it was, but maybe it was when it's cold, tsumetai. But Tochigi people say, my grandmother says, kowai. Yeah, I think she said kowai. They say kowai when rice was anything in general, I think, is hard as it's being cold. We say katai, like katai, and then say kowai. But kowai in common Japanese means scary, fearful, threatening. So if I'm feared, I say kowai. So yeah, that's very different. Kowai. So I hope you found this video interesting, learning about Japanese dialects, Hogan. So if you want to learn Japanese, you might want to go to Tokyo or at least Kanto area. Otherwise, you might learn Hogan, which would be an understandable for other Japanese people. I have a American friend who came to, I think, Nagoya. Anyway, this Kansai area, and she was learning common Japanese, like Tokyo Japanese. So she didn't understand Kansai Japanese, which we call Kansai Ben or Osaka Ben, if it's Osaka. But for Japanese people, I think Osaka or Kansai Ben is understandable because we hear it often on TV, sometimes radio, and words in Osaka Ben are similar to Hyojungo, Tokyo Japanese. So it's still understandable, but for foreigners, because what they study as Japanese is the Japanese they know. So they don't like it's other Japanese is just an exception. So if they learn arigato is arigato, they wouldn't know okini in Osaka means arigato. But we Japanese people know okini means arigato because we hear it often. So one tendency that foreigners who are learning Japanese have is equaling each word. Like in English, this means this was in Japanese is this. No, it doesn't work well. So if you want to learn Japanese efficiently, or learn common Japanese or Tokyo Japanese, make sure you really come to Tokyo. However, even if you go to other areas, you will still hear or still learn Tokyo Japanese or common Japanese. Yeah, maybe that would be more interesting because I hope most Japanese or all Japanese can speak common Japanese. So even if you go to, for example, let's say Fukuoka, which also have their own dialects, Fukuoka Ben. So you can also learn Fukuoka Ben. At the same time, you're learning Hyojungo, Tokyo Japanese, common Japanese. So that would be maybe more interesting than to come to Tokyo. Yeah, so I just wanted to say, because I have heard foreigners who had strong Japanese dialects, and yeah, not miserable, but if they didn't know that what they speak as Japanese was really some Hogen, you don't wanna learn, you don't wanna master Hogen if you're really, I wouldn't say geekish, but if you're not really into Japanese, yeah, learn Hyojungo in case. Alright, so if you have any questions, requests, if I sounded offensive, I'm sorry, but just wanted to share this information, idea. Yeah. Anyway, too much thinking. Bye, thanks for watching.